obeying you anymore, does it? You're mine. Rejoice, for you will now be reborn as a Tuffle. What is this? How can your power be so limitless? This body is outstanding. Your death will be slow. I'm going to torment you until I'm satisfied. Now, today is your new birthday. As my servant, that is. Fight till your last breath. Nothing will be out of my grasp. So, there are still some of you remaining? How unfortunate.
What to do? What to do?
Wake up, will ya?
I'm alright. I'm off today, so figure why not broadcast my disappointment live. I'm not really expecting anything from this, but you know how it is with game announcements.
Allow me to show you what a fully evolved Tuffle is truly.
I don't have my computer's in the shop, so I'm doing this off the deck. Oh, it's supposed to be like an hour and 20 minutes or so.
At long last,
How many
fulfill my true purpose.
lame arena fighters are they gonna have?
Restore my planet, the homeworld of Tuffles.
Place your bets, folks.
This entire universe as its king.
How many lame arena fighters are they going to announce? Apparently there's going to be some new Bleach game, and I'm willing to bet money it's going to be another bad arena fighter.
I'll make you regret that you
They're,
survived.
they're out of franchises to make those out of.
Baby, my lord, accept this and rise again.
Up next, let's dive into some upcoming releases that are coming to the Nintendo Switch for the first time.
ルフィ、しっかり。
Yeah, I saw that, but it's not going to be on PC, as always. I don't know why they're so scared about data mines. Especially when the game comes out like a month later. Let us PC players have something for once in our lives, please. We gotta wait for ports and we never get betas or trials or anything. I guess I could try it on Switch, but I'm sure the Switch version's gonna be just as bad as Gundam Breaker 3's was. Like, you could tell the game was really fun, but playing something that fast-paced at like 30 FPS is just bunk.
ああ、どんどん見つけて力を取り戻すぞ。
ルフィは
My friend Chris might I'm gonna ask him if I could use his PS5 for that weekend. I might just do that. I really want to try the game before I buy
い
it,
つも正しいし
but
揺るがないわ
you know how it is. They don't allow PC gamers to have anything nice. We get the worst ports, and we never get to participate in betas or anything. Because they don't want to dummy out data that they don't want us to know about. So they'd rather just not
My grandfather
not give
caused
us a
the
PC
magazine
version.
that read, "Unmanned fighters, no longer a distant dream.
If there's anything Tales from this, it'll be a port.
Soon there will be no one gripping a control stick and taking to the skies."
They've been hyping up the 30th anniversary next year, which should be next June.
Then finally,
Next May or June. But I feel like that's a really bad idea because they have very high expectations now. They should not have said anything. Because Tales fandom is tired of the empty promises. Of them saying they're going to work harder to remaster the games and stuff. I'm like, you've got people willingly wanting to buy an old game that's 10 or more years old. And you can't even do that. you got the Resident Evil community freaking out that they haven't had a game for 1 year. It's like, don't make empty promises if you can't keep them. So that's the only thing I would realistically expect from this, but I don't know. It's a long shot. I think Vesperia Definitive Edition was actually announced here, so there is a chance. Sparking Zero? Probably not.
Which path you would choose?
Gargoyle 3 to battle. Ocean fighters do not attack.
Minimal interest in that game.
Looks like people are flying. Shit, I mean, why are we do this?
Yeah, I know. I'm heading into hell. Whatever. Adios, you damn fool.
I'm more likely to go back and play Xenoverse because I have all the DLC for that and I haven't touched any of it. I haven't really played that game, sat down and played that game since it came out. That's more my style with the grinding and everything, and like not really having a competitive focus. Because a lot of the things I do like competitively have no one playing them, so it's kind of why I gravitate towards single player stuff with like optional co-op instead of competitive games these days. Player base drops off really quick. I'd rather just play something single player. Hey, how you doing?
That's the aircraft my grandfather told me about.
I'm hanging in there.
Pilots like you in every generation, and I built every last one of them.
Hey, can you hear me?
Trigger, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All survivors, respond.
Can everyone hear me? That aircraft needs
Yeah, we already talked about that earlier, Scott. That's fine.
Pilot with the 3 strikes.
For sure. For sure. Yeah, yesterday was rough with the fireworks, but other than that, I'm all right. Scott, you want a snack tonight? I need to go to the store and get some plates for me. You want those chips again, or what do you want?
Will you travel by air or by sea? Anyway, let's take a look at
Okay,
the first
I'm
console
watching
game
a stream
for
right
the
now,
That
and
Time I
then
Got
when
Reincarnated as a
around
Slime
7:30 or
series.
8, I'm gonna go
Check
and
it out.
I gotta get some stuff. I gotta get some stuff from my house. So after that, I'll head over and get you something. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye. Oh, this is the Slime Tails game. More like Slime LMBS game. It's not a Tails game, but LMBS combat. This looks decent. I totally would skip every cutscene. I might check this out. I don't remember when this game is coming out.
私が担う守り場、ここは私が。
オイラの出番っすね。
消し止め。一気に終わらせる。
標的を発見しました。
我が力を見るがいい。カオスイーター
すみれマキノです。
復讐の時だ。全てを滅ぼす。
誰一人逃がさない。メット。
Oh goodness, that comes out in August. Probably would not buy that game up front. I'll let somebody more financially fortunate test that one.
We're getting close to the start of the Bandai Namco Summer Showcase.
I mean, it
so
looks
let's
nice,
catch up on the
but
latest trailers for the games you'll see today. Starting with Gundam
60
Breaker
bucks for
6.
that. Hard sell. Oh, here we go. Here's something good.
You to build your ultimate gunpla. Welcome to Gundam Breaker 4. Here you can build, battle, and show off your gunpla. Fight and break off parts from your enemies and add them to your collection. Customize 11 individual parts on more than 250 base kits, and that is the most ever. There's so many new gunpla. The main mobile suit from The Witch from Mercury. The only mobile suit to best the aerial. You know you wanted. Ryusei Fudo's custom gunpla. Hathaway Noah's mobile suit is as cool as it is big. And this new Gundam based on a real Gundam statue. With more gunpla, the possibilities for customization are
It'd be nice
endless.
playing this after Megaton Musashi because I actually really enjoy that game, but there's a number of problems with it. The first is they didn't advertise it, so it's a Discord fighter. But then, like, the game is also, like, balanced around co-op.
The new ST Gundam parts
And you have, like, no control over the loot. Those are, like, the only things I didn't like about that game.
Check
Well, that
this
and
out. It's amazing that from
the game
all the
kind
hundreds
of
base
forces you to
kits,
play
you can create
ranged.
your own one-of-a-kind gunpla.
Kind of have an illusion of choice in that game. It's a lot better after the
Then
update,
add a
but
little bit of flair by easily changing
you have a lot
colors.
more control over your loot in this
Set one
game, so
completely
I think
customized.
builds are going to be
It's
more
up to
interesting.
you. You can also
I've been
change
playing
the size of each
Megaton
part, and that's just
offline
crazy.
after the update, and it's definitely a lot better than it was.
Freedom to express your creative spirit. Build, battle, and show
They really
off
should
like
not have
never
balanced that
before.
game around
Gunpla
having
Red
Monster
Blade,
Hunter numbers, because it seems like that's what they were expecting. Or at least made it like Relink, where even when no one's playing it, you know, the AI could actually help when they're competent. The AI is also really dumb as well. They're basically just walking stat sticks. I don't know, Megaton Musashi is pretty good, but those are the main problems with it. And you can overcome all that if you have a couple people to play it with, but if you're expecting to just get into a match like Tekken or League or Fortnite or something, you're not going to get that.
Let's check it out.
There's like barely anyone playing. I feel like if they update that game one more time, they should either make the AI like actually do damage and not be stupid, or just like lower the scaling when you're solo. That would fix a lot of the problems. It's just kind of whack to balance the game around player base that doesn't exist. That was what was nice about Relink, is you could play the whole game solo. It's harder, of course, but there's nothing stopping you from doing it. Megaton Musashi also has mobile game timers. That's one of the biggest problems as well. Like, if you want to do a 30-minute boss fight multiple times to get your build, you can't even do that. You get stat checked. They made a lot of mistakes with that game.
私は夢や幻ではなくちゃんとここにいる。
Well, I got 80 hours out of it. I'll definitely play it more when I get my computer back. I definitely want to keep playing it up until Gundam Breaker drops and compare the two. I do feel like that part is not their fault. They got really blindsided by there actually being a new Gundam Breaker for the first time in like 6 years.
The final trailer of our pre-show comes from Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, which will be launching October 11th. Let's take a look at the latest character reveals.
Vegeta, let's do this! I am Super Vegito!
Challenge accepted. Come at me.
Wow, that kind of stuff!
No mercy. Justice is absolute.
Everybody is counting on me.
So, you're my opponent, huh? Here I come! Hacha!
You're gonna have to do better than that!
You're very good. I'll help you, Rosie. You are powerless before my love.
After all this, you really think I'll surrender?
Yeah, what am I gonna do all this fighting stuff? No one will be able to stop me now! Eat this! Let's dig in! You like them? What a poor, unfortunate soul you are to face me. Who do you think you are? You challenge world champion? You got guts. Now I'll finish you! Huh? But I'm the king!
Something about this feels completely different. I think I'm slowly starting to get the hang of this. Once I defeat you, I shall achieve the very pinnacle of strength. And now you will taste my blade! Not bad. Want to see if you can keep up? Bet you can't. Rejoice and praise be. Together, we shall achieve the very pinnacle of radiance. Let the wrath of God sink in. This is the end for you.
They had to put Budokai Tenkaichi series on it. It wasn't already obvious. Alright. Nah, I'm not really interested in that. Maybe when it's $30. Which, considering it's a Bandai Namco game, will be like 6 months after. Bandai Namco is, their games are the opposite of Nintendo games. They don't keep their value. Tales of Arise came out about 2.5 something years ago. It's already $12. You compare that to, like, Capcom games or Nintendo. You know, those still go for quite a bit. Bamco games plummet in price after, like, being out for, like, a year. You get it for, like, $30 or less. So, if it's not competitive or you got too much of a backlog or you don't have time to play, there's no reason to buy their stuff at launch. That goes for a lot of things, but especially Bandai Namco games. They devalue their games really quick. And a lot of that is because they do a lot of post-launch DLC. So you can usually get the base game for dirt cheap, and if you like it, you can spend more money, I guess, but... Did I screw something up? I think we're doing the esports timer now. This is a live panel, so it's not going to be as smooth as like a Nintendo Direct, which is pre-recorded. I have a friend, I think he's actually at the panel right now. If I see him in the audience, I'll point him out. But I told him to go there and go be disappointed in person when they don't show anything for Tails. Announce another dozen bad arena fighters. It's probably going to be at least one or two of those. They have an unlimited supply. Army surplus of arena fighters for Flavor of the Month shonen that no one wants. Like the Jujutsu Kaisen game. Pretty much didn't meet expectations and got panned by everyone. You can't even bother to commission Omega Force to make like a Musou game out of those or something, which more people would play. Like, nope. Here's another arena fighter with crap netcode. Alright, they gonna do something or what? What's going on? Oh boy, I can't wait for another arena fighter. Like, look, you're not gonna top Bleach DS, alright? Bleach Dark Souls. That's the true Dark Souls. That's actually one of my favorite fighting games. Those Bleach games by Treasure. Nothing tops those. Just don't even try. Like, just bring those games back. Don't give us another crappy outsourced arena fighter with a Bleach skin. We don't need that. Just bring back Bleach Dark Souls. That's the original Dark Souls right there. Now, for some reason, they called Bleach DS2, when they released it over here, they called it Bleach Dark Souls. You can look it up. And then, like, the actual Dark Souls came out, like, a year later. You had 2 games called Dark Souls, and they couldn't be more different. I don't know why they decided to do that. Yeah, but what kind of Bleach game, though? I mean, if it's like a Bleach Muso outsourced to Omega Force, I'd probably at least try it. But if it's another bad Power Stone clone, I'm not interested. I think that goes for a lot of people. At least a Muso game you can play, even if it only has like 200 concurrent players. It's designed to be like a competitive game, and it has no single-player content.
Thank you so much for hanging out
It's pretty
with us
bunk.
today.
And let's head over to Petrie Hall for the main presentation.
Kate! Hey, Anime Expo! How we feeling, Anime Expo? Okay. Are there any anime fans here?
No.
Okay, who loves SAO? Gundam? Dragon Ball. Okay, I am loving this crowd. Can we get some cheers from the front row? Are we a packed house right now? I want to hear the cheers from the back row. I need to hear y'all. Oh my gosh, this crowd's amazing. How about everybody? Let's all cheer. Okay, this might be my best crowd yet. I'm just gonna say that right now. Also, we are live, everybody, so say hi to everyone at home. Hi, say hi to Mom. Hi, Mom. Yes, so excited. Y'all are so cute. Okay, well, let's get things rolling. Hi, everybody. I'm Jackie Jing. I host a bunch of video game and anime events. Super excited to be here. And we got some fun planned for today. Y'all like fun?
No.
Do y'all like world premieres? Big surprises? Amazing guests? Okay, to be honest, like, I wasn't ready for y'all to cheer after every word I said, but I'm kind of loving that. Okay, any fans of Chris Rager, the voice of Mr. Satan? Oh my god, I love this. Okay, also, who loves free stuff?
You guys ever been to Anime Expo? I've been there once.
Okay, well,
I'm actually only a couple hours from it, but I choose to not go because it's a terrible convention. It's like being in a Muso in real life. There's thousands of people packed in small spaces. And also, for those of you who don't live in California, the heat in Southern and Central California, I'm in Central California. I'm only a couple hours from LA, which is where this is held. It's over 100 degrees right now. You have to wait outside in the blistering heat just to get in. And then inside it's not any better because there's so many people packed like shoulder to shoulder. It's a pretty awful experience. I mean, if you have friends to go and you've got the endurance to deal with the hellish heat, sitting out there for hours and then being crowded shoulder to shoulder in small spaces, I guess you can go. But if you only care about the announcements, you know, because this is like a big convention that all the companies partner with, then just watch the streams. There's no reason to go. It's an actively terrible convention to go to.
Okay, really though, you guys are a fantastic crowd. And don't worry, if you don't get this QR code right now, going to be throwing it up throughout the presentation, so don't you worry. I see people getting on their knees up in the front. Don't worry, I promise it will be going up throughout the presentation. Okay, who's excited for Sword Art Online Fractured Daydream? Okay, I saw some hands in the front row here. I love that. Well, let's full dive in then, shall we?
Yeah, you get major heat exhaustion waiting out there in line. The line goes for like over a mile, maybe even longer. And then you get inside and there's no room for all those people because they never have an attendance cap. They never once have an attendance cap because Anime Expo is all about just profit over safety and accessibility. So there's thousands more people than the center can hold trying to pile in there. It gets a little better towards the end of the weekend, but if you're going to be there for the whole thing to get your ticket and stuff, it's awful. I don't really think it's worth going. I went there once, about 15 years ago, and I never really wanted to go back. It's only gotten worse since then, just because this stuff is more popular now in America than it was back then. Yeah, if you just want to know what new anime and video games are coming out, then just watch these streams and go on Twitter. It's a much better experience, trust me. You might think it's nice to be around a lot of like-minded nerds and stuff, but it comes at a cost. It's also very expensive to go as well, so there's plenty of other nerd events you can go to that are cheaper, that don't... The heat exhaustion's not as bad. Pretty much the only reason people go is the announcements. And the fact that, like, the Artist Alley is really good, and they have, like, actual partnerships with corporations and stuff that release these things. That's, like, the only reason to go. If you don't care about that stuff, there's plenty of other nerd events to go to that are cheaper and not such torture on your body. You guys know in the middle of COVID, meaning 2021, they were actually trying to do Anime Expo that year, but the state of California shut them down. Like, you're already going to get sick at that convention anyway. If there was no pandemic, you still get sick there because you're in blistering heat for an entire weekend. You're packed shoulder to shoulder with people. You don't know what they have. And these greedy people thought that they could still do Anime Expo right in the middle of the pandemic. They tried. And everybody that goes to events and stuff was laughing at them like, how stupid can you be? Like, the state of California is not going to let you make a nerd convention be an outbreak zone for the virus. Getting sick at conventions is pretty common, even when there's not like a big once in a 100-year virus going around. That's because you really exhaust your body, your immune system gets worse, the heat as well. Most big conventions like this are generally in the summer, and a big chunk of them are in California where the heat is unbearable. And then being around so many people in close proximity, but somehow they thought that they could still do an Anime Expo in the middle of the pandemic. People have been begging them to do attendance caps for years, but they don't want to.
Toshi is awesome. He's going to be on this stage as much as me.
They really don't care how unsafe it is, as long as they're making money.
So, just some quick background for everybody. This is a co-op action game featuring an all-star cast of characters from across the SAO franchise, all coming together in one game for the first time. The game story will be based on the characters from the original novel and anime, installments that were based on a game original universe. Oh, Whispers. Okay, okay. Also, along with the story mode, both boss raids and co-op quests allow up to 20 players in one party, Mogami-san?
はい、本作はですね、アニメ準拠で、展開される一人プレイの、ストーリーモード、こちらは、キリトがですね、かつてのライバルであったり、輸出した仲間とですね、また再び出会うというとなっております。もう一つの、大きな特徴としまして、20人の、オンラインマルチプレイがございます。こちらは、
After this is over, I will show.
クロスプラットフォーム
I'll show a screenshot of Anime Expo. It's pretty much like being in a mosh pit of nerds. It's pretty much a big, overpopulated mosh pit of nerds. And everybody's sweaty. No matter how much they take care of their hygiene, you're gonna smell. You're gonna smell and you're gonna be sweaty because of the heat. And then all that body heat and that room where you enter the convention center, there's no room to move at all. I remember going in 2010, and the aisle to actually get to like the other places was packed shoulder to shoulder.
Yes, so we are offering early access to those who pre-order premium and higher versions of the game up to 72 hours.
Okay, love that. You can jump in the game 3 days earlier. Are we excited? Okay, I will definitely be taking advantage of that. But I heard you have a special clip for us.
はい、ですね、日本で、公開されたばかりのテレビ CM で、本作の主題歌が、公開となりました。そちらの、CM を AX 用に少し編集した。
Sword Art Online stealing the One Piece budget. I think One Piece games are just kind of soft locked right now because that manga never ends and goes at a slow pace. So they can't turn out those games as quick as they like. I think Pirate Warriors 4 getting DLC like 4 years after it released should tell you. They want to churn out those games like Dragon Ball, but they just can't because it's still being written and it goes so slow. One Piece is probably going for another decade at the rate it's going. Like, they totally would not have added the characters they did to Pirate Warriors 4 if it was ending anytime soon.
10月に発売が決定したソードアートオンライン家庭用ゲーム最新作ソードアートオンラインフラクチュアードデイドリーム主題歌私たちの歌お届けします。
I don't think they're waiting for it to end. They're waiting for there to be more content because Pirate Warriors 4 got a lot of flack for having a made-up ending, and Pirate Warriors 2 was also completely just fan fiction. It had nothing to do with what was going on in the actual series. That's why no one talks about Pirate Warriors 2. Pirate Warriors 1, as somebody who doesn't care about One Piece, was a nice introduction to the series. It summarized, you know, I don't know, the first couple years of it. But then Pirate Warriors 2, they didn't have enough material to make a new game, so they just did a weird fan fiction thing. Pirate Warriors 4 was kind of half. They gave it a made-up ending, a fan fiction ending. But like, they added a lot of pretty big sellers to the Pirate Warriors 4 DLC, so that tells you that, at least for Muso games, they're not doing a Pirate Warriors 5 until it's over. I think they just want to do like one more final 5th game with like everything in it. I don't think they want to drag it out to 6 games. I think they want to wait until it's over. Because there was like a big thing when Luffy got his new form. And like all the media, the cross-media stuff that they were doing. They totally would not have put him in an old game like that if they were going to make a new one soon. It doesn't make sense.
exclusive to Discord, so please check it out. Though most of our posts will probably be in Japanese, please utilize the bots, the English translation bots on that platform to see these messages in your own language. Thank you.
Awesome. And you got another panel right after this, right here, so y'all don't even need to move if you want to attend that.
はい、この後19時半からですね、アニメ GGO のステージございます。こちらのステージプログラム中にでもですね、SAOFD の情報ございますので、お時間ある方、お越しいただければと思います。
Yeah, after this panel at 7:30, we will have the Anime GGO panel. So please come visit us there. And like Jackie said, we'll be right here. We plan on talking more about SAOFD. So if you really like that, if you really like how that game looks, please come again.
Yay! Fun panels! We love it! Okay, sadly though, this segment is out of time. Aw, thank you. Y'all are so good. I love all of the audible reactions. You're seriously amazing. But is there anything that you want to say to these lovely fanfare moments on?
はい、SAOFD のステージは、こちらで最後になるんですけれども、最後に、までご覧いただ
I mean, Dragon Ball's got an entire manga going on right now that they're not even touching. Dragon Ball Super manga's been going for a couple years now, and they're not even doing anything with the games yet. The Dragon Ball games are kind of like Star Wars games, though, in that they just keep making. They keep going through the same events over and over and over. That's part of why Xenoverse was actually kind of interesting, because it was actually kind of changing the history, so it wasn't the exact same thing recycled again. You notice Star Wars games have been like that for like 40 years. How many times can you take down the Death Star? It's just the same thing every time. At least Xenoverse, despite its faults, was trying to do something different. It's actually interesting to watch the cutscenes again for once, instead of just watching the same events again for the 15th time.
Let's go! What did y'all think of that world premiere right here at Anime Expo? Never before seen. Yuna and AG are joining the roster from the SAO Ordinal Scale movie. And remember, pre-orders just opened for Sword Art Online Fractured Daydream, releasing on October 4th. And make sure to follow at SAO Games for the latest updates, and make sure to stop by the Bandai Namco booth 2714. Y'all gonna be there, right? Okay. And don't forget about the QR code. I know some of you all were like, no, leave it up, leave it up, leave it up. Well, here it is for y'all, okay? Remember, if you want to win the Bandai Namco goodie bag, valued at more than $400, y'all gotta scan. Okay, I see some people with their phones out. I'm gonna give you all a second. We have some ambitious people coming up to the monitors. You know, do your thing. I'm okay with this. Okay, okay, you got your...
It's interesting because the Kamen Rider games aren't like the other stuff that Bandai Namco does, where they're based on like existing stories. Like pretty much every Kamen Rider game except for the latest one, which is Shin Kamen Rider Rumble. Like that game is basically just the plot of the movie, but like abridged, and the ending is changed. But like every other Kamen Rider game is like it's an original story, so they can do whatever they want with it. They're not limited by whatever the manga is doing or how far the anime is or something.
Here we go.
Like Memory of Heroes was a completely original, brand new story.
Mr. Satan, welcome to the stage, Chris Rager!
Satan, 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 Satan.
I need you all to get loud.
Well,
thank you for having me, Jackie.
They were like cheering before I even said your name.
Well,
Seriously.
they know what's up.
Yes, they do.
They do. They're smart fans.
Okay, well, fans of... I love this.
What was
Seriously.
that?
Strongest Warrior.
You're dang right. I like your hair. Heck yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So this is really cool, you guys. It's Chris's birthday today. Do we want to sing him happy birthday to you? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Chris, Mr. Satan, all the above. Oh my gosh! Wait, you got a cupcake!
Look at that. Look at that. I'm gonna chat out on that later.
Okay, but you know what's really cool is Chris actually brought a gift for all of you on his birthday. I heard you received something special from the dev team today.
I did. They wanted me to show you guys here today what true immense power is really like in Sparking Zero. That's right. That's right. So I brought some battle clips from the game to show you what a true champion really looks like. That's right. With true power at their peak, what true power looks like. Let's play them kill him. Let's play this clip. Where we at? Oh, here we go. Oh yeah! Phil, I'm gonna knock you out in 1 minute flat. Dynamite Kid!
Who is this idiot?
Too slow.
I sure could learn something from you. And the way you fight.
Now I'll finish you. No way. That doesn't.
Mr. Satan, are you okay?
Dynamite!
If you want to win, pay me 20 million zen.
I think we can work something out, yeah? Here's something to remember me by. Eat this! You fought well. I guess even the world champion learned a thing or two. That's right. That is right. As you can see, even an android can't stand up to the mighty power that is Mr. Satan. That's right. Oh, yeah.
Yes. You know, I thought you said that you were going to give us a preview of the strongest fight.
Were you not watching the clip, Jackie?
Okay, so, moving on. You know, why don't we just find out some more info from the producer of Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, huh? Jun Furatani! Let's give a warm welcome! Okay, so, welcome to AX Furatani-san. We're so happy you're here, right?
Thank you, Jackie. Hello, Anime Expo. How are you doing today? Thank you.
Oh, what a warm welcome. Okay, so Furatani-san, we just saw a highlight of Mr. Satan in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. And it sounds like in terms of power ranking, Mr. Satan's gonna be, you know...
Obviously at the top of the power rankings, you know? I mean, true power. That's what I'm talking about.
そうですね、まず本題に入る前にですね、キャラクターバランスに関して少し説明をさせていただければと思います。本作はですね、e スポーツタイトルのように全部のキャラクターがですね、均等な強さでバランス調整されているような形ではなくて、どちらかというと原作の設定に忠実な形でですね、設定をしております。その上でキャラクターごとに持っている個性を生かしてですね、戦っていただくことで、よりドラゴンボールバトルへの没入体験を楽しんでいただけるような形で作っています。
Look, guys, I don't speak Japanese, but all I heard was Mr. Satan is awesome. That's right. That's right.
Actually, Chris, sorry to inform you that Mr. Satan actually helps us show power difference in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero.
I mean, at least I help.
So character balancing hasn't been tuned to or adjusted for or equalize strength across the board like an esports fighting game. Rather, it is built to display Dragon Ball battles in their purest form, where the destructive power and strengths of the characters are faithful to the source material to drive that feeling of immersion.
例えばミスターサタンはですね、他のキャラクターと比べると作中ではやや引きを取るような形で、描かれていたと思います。そういったところをですね、本作ではゲームの強さに反映しているので、やや苦しい戦いが強いられることは多いかなと思います。またですね、原作に忠実なのはですね、キャラクターのこのバランスだけではなくてですね、キャラクターの特徴も同様になっています。例えばミスターサタンはご存知の通り空を飛べませんし、例えばドクターゲロに関しましては、自分で気をチャージすることはできないんですけれども、代わりに相手からですね、気を吸収していくような戦い方ができるようになっています。
For example, compared to most of the main cast, Mr. Satan had a bit of a weaker power in the anime, right?
Come on.
The difference is
That's
also
fake news.
reflected in his strength in the game, so players may find it a bit challenging for him to win against strong characters. It's not just in power level where Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is faithful to the source material either. As you might know, characters like Mr. Satan are not able to fly, and a character like Dr. Gero cannot charge their ki, but they can absorb others' ki instead.
Well, thank you so much for clarifying that for Otani-san. So does that mean like a character like Mr. Satan has a chance of winning?
No way.
For Otani-san?
もちろんそんなことはないです。バトルゲームなので当然どんなキャラクターにも勝利のチャンスはあります。ステータスは違えどですね、コンボであったりですとか、高速移動で回避するアクションだったりですとか、カウンターですとか、一つしたアクションは誰でも使えるようになっていますし、プレイスキルを磨いていただければ、しっかりと勝利するチャンスはあるかなと思っています。
Yeah, of course not. This is a battle game, so every character has a chance to win.
Without kicking your butt here right now.
Although they may have different stats, they can all use common actions such as combo attacks, dodging with high-speed movement, and counters. By improving your player skill, you can even beat Beerus with Satan.
Duh.
Okay. So how would you play Mr. Satan in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero if you actually want to?
Whoa, Jack, you're not obviously important. She means again. How would you, as
I don't
Mr.
think
Satan,
that's canon.
be Perfect Cell again?
No.
This guy clearly knows his business.
Yeah, maybe not. For Otani-san?
そうですね、先ほどの映像でご覧いただいた通りですね、ちょっとミスターサタンは必殺技が全く効かない場合もあるというですね、ちょっとチャレンジングな要素を持っている形にはなるんですけれども、多くの他のキャラクターはですね、戦闘開始時点でそれほど気が多くなかったりですとか、スキルストックというですね、スキルを使うカウントがですね少なかったりするなどですね、戦いの中でだんだんと力を発揮できるような形で作らせていただいているんですが、一方でミスターサタンは戦闘開始直後からですね、気が多くなっていたりですとか、スキルストックが多くなっていたりするので、私だったら先手必勝でガンガン攻めていくような戦い方をすると思います。そういったキャラクターごとに持っている個性や能力というのをですね、生かして戦っていくというのもですね、本作の楽しみ方と思っていただければと思います。
Yeah, as shown in the video, playing Mr. Satan is a challenge because his special moves sometimes don't work at all. But many characters start out with little ki or no skill count, and they gradually accumulate their power like in the source material. But Mr. Satan, on the other hand, he starts with a lot of ki and a lot of skill count from the start. So, Mr. Furutani, I think I would fight in a way where I would be the first to attack and win. We hope newcomers and fans find their favorite characters and fighting styles from our giant roster and enjoy the game as much as I do.
You heard it here first, guys. Mr. Satan defeats Perfect Cell again. That's right. That's canon.
Are they just like not doing, they're not calling him Hercule anymore?
Oh my goodness.
Because when I was in middle school,
So when can fans experience
what they're calling him right now, that was like their main concern. So when did they get rid of that? When did they stop calling him Hercule? So I mean, in like American culture, his actual name is obviously not something you really want to be repeating on a kids program. Like when did they stop calling him Mr. Hercule? When did that happen?
Yeah, so the game is playable here at Anime Expo at the Bandai Namco Entertainment booth. So if you haven't checked it out yet, come check it out. But for those of you watching at home, as you see on screen right now, the demo will also be playable at multiple locations all over the United States.
Oh, love that. That's awesome. Okay, so you can play at our booth 2714 now, but also for all of you watching at home again, just want to reiterate this. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero will be on tour across the United States, okay? From Jacksonville to Portland. That's awesome, right? You can play in your hometown. So, also for more information on this, just make sure you follow Bandai Namco US. Okay, Furutani-san, how can people get Dragon Ball Sparking Zero?
Okay, so for those of you who don't live in America, I should give you an indication of how big California is. They have like 5 events for that game in one state, and they have barely any on the East Coast. Like, I'm in Central California. I'm actually relatively close to Anime Expo. I just don't go by choice because it's not a great convention to go to. Like, I'm only a couple hours away. I'm in Central California, and a couple hours away is LA, where the convention is. I'm actually not that far.
Okay, October 11th, y'all marking your calendars, got that down?
Just don't feel like getting heat stroke to go look at some nerd announcements. It's not worth it.
I'm sorry. Okay, well, you know what? Thank you, Chris and Furutani-san. Any last words for the crowd, Chris?
Make some noise, Dragon Ball fans! I am the champ! Oh yeah!
Furutani-san?
そうですね、せっかく日本から来たので、この会場にお越しいただいた皆様ですとか、配信をご覧いただいている皆様に向けてですね、先日公開されたばかりのキャラクター PV で明らかになりました、孫悟空身勝手の極意兆しとですね、悟空ブラックスーパーサイヤ人ロゼのバトル映像をですね、初公開させていただければと思っております。
Well, I can't come all the way from Japan empty-handed now, can I? Thank you everyone for coming to our panel, and please enjoy a first look at a fight between Goku Black Super Saiyan Rose and Ultra Instinct Saiyan Goku.
Let's go! Everyone say bye! Bye! Roll the clip!
There's no place for you on this stage. Take your leave at once. Why don't you just give up? You can't beat me. You fool! Yeah, say? Not yet! What? What immaturity! Turn anger into power. Huh. Retribution! Because I challenged you to this fight, I was able to identify my weaknesses. I'm grateful.
Yay! Okay, we're back, everybody, and we still got a lot of fun in store. You guys having a good time? Okay, quick reminder. You know what I'm going to say. Scan the QR. Someone already said it. What am I going to say? Oh my gosh, you guys are like a classroom that's like, scan the QR know the drill here. And this is for the chance to win that epic Bandai Namco goodie bag. Okay, we're halfway through about. You guys, I still need that enthusiasm. You gonna give it to me? Great. We're on to our next segment here. Any Gundam fans in here?
All right, now I'm interested. Even though I don't actually care about Gundam. I just like action RPGs.
Who is that?
Gundam Breaker 3 was
Come on
peak.
out. Who are you? You're kind of low-key scaring me right now.
Just ran at 20 FPS.
Should I go check on them? Is everything okay back here?
Give me a PC
Oh
demo.
my gosh! It's the most impressive, most fearsome Gundam of all time. Chibi Gundam, everybody! Okay, we need to give Chibi Gundam more love than that. Chibi Gundam's here! Low-key, I love Ariel from Witch Mercury, but Chibi Gundam's pretty kawaii. Are you gonna be sticking around? Oh no. What happened? Oh, there we go. Okay, all is well. You're okay, Chibi? Oh my, the eyes. There we go.
Get me off this stage.
Okay, Chibi Gundam is staying. All right. But you aren't our only special guest. Let's hear it for Chief Producer Maddie and Producer Masanori Tanaka.
Light side, everybody at this convention is sweaty and stinks. And it has nothing to do with nerd stereotypes. It's like 105 degrees over there right now.
Thank you. I love this crowd so much. Okay, we are so excited to have them here, right, everybody?
Like, yes, nerds might not always smell the best, but I feel like if you go to Anime Expo, you get a pass. Just getting into the convention, you're already drenched in sweat and basically dying from heat exhaustion.
I'm Tanaka.
It's an actively horrible experience to go.
Do you like? No. Do you love?
I mean, if you have friends to hang out with, like, maybe it could be somewhat worth it, but
Of course we love Gundam. I mean, it sounds
you
like
just
you're
want to watch the games and anime announcements, then there's no reason to go.
Yes, okay. Can you
Which is why I don't go, even though I'm probably closer to this than most people. If I had a ride, I could go tomorrow if I wanted, but I still won't. Because I've been there and I know how bad it is.
Gundam is actually on its 45th anniversary, and in these last 45 years, Gundam has introduced tons of content such as anime, Gunpla, and games to this world.
そんな中でガンダムのプラモデルガンプラをモチーフにした唯一のゲームがガンダムブレイカーシリーズです。
Amongst all these contents, the only Gunpla game series has been the Gundam Breaker series.
Okay, so real fast, I just want to get a show of hands here. Who here builds Gunpla? Okay, oh, I love that. Okay, that's awesome. Well, Gundam Breaker is all about Gunpla, right?
Okay. ガンダムブレイカーでは Next slide. Okay. 敵を倒すことでパーツを獲得します。
In the Gundam Breaker series, you collect Gunpla parts by defeating enemies.
獲得したパーツを組み合わせて Next slide, next slide. Okay. 獲得したパーツを組み合わせて自分だけのオレガンプラを作りま
It's
す。
probably a little bit better in the panel room,
You can make your very own custom Gunpla.
but going out into the
オレガン
front
プラで
is
バトルを繰り
awful.
返しどんどんパーツを集めて自分だけのオレガンプラを強化していくそんなカスタマイズアクションゲームになってます。
And then, of course, you could take it out onto battle again, and you repeat and customize your Gunpla even further.
はい、そして家庭用ガンダムブレーカーシリーズ史上最高の250機以上が登場します。
Gundam Breaker 4 features over 250 base kits, making this the most numerous Gundam console game in terms of roster size.
OK、ここで私たちが作ったオレガンプラをご覧ください。このようにクールな機体からユニークな機体までいろいろなオレガンプラを作ることができます。どちらがクールでどちらがユニークか、それはあなたたちのセンス次第です。
So these are the Gunplas made by Maddie and Tanaka-san. I think they're definitely cool and unique. We'll let you guys decide which one the cool one is and which one the unique one is.
Okay, so I want to know, how do you make them look so cool? I want to make one.
Okay, sorry. オレガンプラを使ってアバター、オレガンプラをアバターとして使ってビジュアルロビーで他のプレイヤーとも交流できます。
Before we answer that question, Jackie, let us show.
Their audio balance is really bad.
Use your own Gunpla as your own avatar and show it off to your friends and other players.
Oh.
Okay, so now we're gonna break down how do you make them look cool. All right.
I probably will, yeah. I'm interested in playing it. I hope it'll run well on Steam Deck, so when I'm not home or at my neighbor's house I can play. It's like the only game coming out in the next month that I think will actually have a chance of growing my channel. There's been like nothing really interesting coming out, that's why I haven't been making guides. I've just been playing stuff no one cares about, but I do think people will want to watch this, so
Okay, and since this is Gundam Breaker 4, I got
it'll be nice if it runs on Steam Deck.
exciting, right? We want to hear about that.
Megaton Musashi kind of just didn't really have any interest in the algorithm at all. I might make some stuff for that, but it's going to have to wait till my computer comes back. But yeah, it didn't seem like the algorithm was really promoting that game to anybody. So it doesn't help that the people who made that game didn't pay anybody to play it either.
Absolutely. Gundam Breaker 4 is a great starting point for players curious about the series. That being said, we know our existing fans love the gameplay of Gundam Breaker 3, so the challenge was to maintain that Gundam Breaker soul while finding ways to improve on it. Let me explain 3 points. Proof points, sorry.
まずはカスタマイズです。本作では左右の腕に別々の武器を
Probably make a martial artist.
また SD ガンダム
Make a martial artist Gundam.
でよりカスタマイズの幅が広がりました。
So in Gundam Breaker 4, you're able to equip 2 different arm types on your left and right arm slots. Also, on the right side of the screen, you see the SD Gunpla, which is now playable and customizable, so you have even more build options.
さらにパーツのパーツの大きさや位置の調整も可能になったので、よりベストな状態にすることもできます。
Additionally, the size and positioning of your parts can be adjusted, so players can make the Gunpla of their dreams.
No, Mass Builder, the Gundam Breaker clone on PC, has like the best character creation, but the gameplay kind of sucks. I feel bad for those guys too, because Mass Builder
Or you don't have to try them all out, but try out a lot of different combos, to find your favorite playstyle.
Mass Builder came out like right after New Gundam Breaker, so there was like a lot of demand for it, but they've been developing very slow and their combat is not very good. So I mean, if you're really into like making mecha and stuff, I mean, you're not going to get much better than that. It's probably even more in depth than what they have in this game, but the gameplay is not great, and it's been in early access for like 4 years, so it's a different problem for Megaton Musashi. Megaton Musashi is just balancing the game around a player base that doesn't exist and then doing zero marketing. It says a lot that it's only been out for like 2 months, because that game came out when my computer was in the shop the first time. That was like 2 months ago.
Who doesn't like that?
It's already half off right now. It's half off on Steam. If you guys want a mecha game to play while you wait for this game, it's $25 right now. I think it's worth that price.
And a lot of great info as well.
But they just like didn't bother to market or advertise the game at all, so there's no one playing it.
Yeah, so some of you may have checked it out already.
That's going to be the big difference between this and Megaton Musashi is you can play Gundam Breaker entirely solo. The co-op is mostly optional. So if you play it 5 years later, you're not going to get soft-locked because there's no one on. which is a pretty big deal.
Gundam, right? And just a reminder to everyone that Gundam Breaker 4 releases on August 29th, and you can take part in the open network test.
Nope, because I'm not on console.
To 20th, okay? Oh my gosh, hold on. Okay, I'm getting confirmation that there's one more thing in my invisible earpiece that doesn't exist. Maddie, what's going on?
Oh, play that video!
Video. Megaton is a good game in two ways. The first is if you care about the story, because the story is good, if you're actually watching the cutscenes, it's good like 30 hours. So, I think that's worth it for $25. Or if you have people to play it with. But if you don't care about story and you don't have people to play it with, it's not really worth buying.
The longest running franchises together at last in Gundam Breaker 4!
That game was a Discord fighter the week that it came out, and I know that for a fact because the entire time I didn't have my computer, I was playing that game. No one playing it.
The coolest duo. I'm like just like, what is this happening?
It does not have Monster Hunter type balance where you can just play through the whole game by yourself. It's a really soul-crushing and difficult grind.
Got a photographer ready. Oh no. We got a guide. Yep, we got you, Pac-Man. Yep, watch out for the chair. Okay, you're good. Alright. Oh wait, we're going this way? Never mind. Okay, we're cool. Alright, ready? Will you guys count down for us? Aww, so cute. Yeah, let's get one with the crowd. Come on, we gotta get one with the crowd, okay? Are we gonna slowly guide you all towards the crowd? Guys, let's help them. Is this not like the cutest thing ever?
Yeah, I heard from people that a lot of content creators, I'm talking ones like my size or larger, meaning ones that would actually have a chance of getting a key. No one got review keys for that game. They did not sponsor anybody.
There we go.
As much as we like to rag on big streamers that suck at games, that stuff matters. And they did absolutely none of that at all. And they're wondering why it's not selling. They're not at fault for releasing like right when this game got announced, but
we have to turn around this way.
They definitely made no effort to actually get people to buy the game.
We're really good at this. We coordinated.
They're relying on word of mouth and having a dirt cheap price a month before this game comes out.
Y'all do the countdown.
Megaton Musashi's builds are also... They're a lot better after this update, but there's a lot of grinding over and over for god rolls, because you can't really control what you get.
Also,
yeah, if you can find 2 people to play it with, it's fun. You can go through the whole game like that, no problem.
Okay. They'll make it. I have faith. Okay. Slowly being guided off the stage. Let's give him another round of applause, shall we? We made Chibi Gundam and Pac-Man come out, and then we're like, look this way, go that way, over here, over there. They were great. Okay. Also, let's just take a moment really quickly. Y'all know the drill, right? Scan the QR code! Thank you. Thank you for again for your chance to win a Bandai Namco goodie bag. Anybody need to get it? I see some phones out. I'll give you a little time. I see you on like the 4th row. You got it? Okay, cool. Chibi Gundam is almost through. All right, here we go. Okay, you guys, we're on to our last segment. And it's a real good one. I heard someone say Digimon. You were funny. Okay, so who wants another surprise? I just broke your heart. I'm sorry. No.
But yeah, people who were
Sorry. They're not
putting up build guides for Megaton while I didn't have a computer, we weren't really getting any views.
Another world premiere.
Alright, come on, Tails.
Forgot that I was wearing that. Okay, this is going to be revealed here for the first time. Do y'all want to see it?
Well, if it's Tails, yes.
Do you?
Tails remaster.
Roll the clip!
Not another shitty arena fighter, please. Get your copium out. Get your copium pipes out.
I wish for strength. If I cannot protect them from the wheel, then give me a strong blade. And enough strength to shatter fate.
Do you wish to save your family?
Just tell me how. I'll do anything.
Just turn into a Power Ranger, you're Johnny Young Bosch.
A soul.
Power Rangers is cooler than Bleach anyway. Alright, what kind of game is this? Is it another arena fighter? Another one. Sure looks like it. Yep. There you go, folks. Are you excited for another one? You didn't like the last 5 of them. Here's another one. Gotta meet their quota. They announced Jujutsu Kaisen here last year. They gotta meet their quota. Annual arena fighter that no one wants. Great. Yeah, I'm thrilled.
When I tell y'all, you
Who did you outsource this one to? A garage somewhere in Japan?
names, I wasn't allowed to say anything about this.
Nope.
I mean, that is the beauty of Anime Expo. Am I
Bring
wrong?
back Bleach Dark
How do you
Souls.
feel about that? Did you like what you saw?
Nah.
I can actually say this word now.
I need Bleach Dark Souls HD.
Let's give a warm welcome to our final guests for our last segment, Suzuki-san, Takahashi-san, Miwa-san, and Horiyuchi-san!
Now let's just see what this sounds like played backwards.
Nope, no Omega Force. Bamco's got some kind of contract. They have to put out an arena fighter every year. It's like the same game, just with a different anime skin.
I need you to give them the loudest.
You can't top Bleach Dark Souls, so just don't even try.
Final guess. We are so excited you're here. Do you all want to give a quick introduction?
Hello everyone, I am Suzuki from Bandai Namco and the producer of the game. Are you ready? Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Keiichiro Takahashi, Bleach Media Mix editor of Weekly Shonen Jump. Do you love Bleach? Okay. Enjoy together with Bleach's game Rebirth.
Hello everyone, I'm Horiuchi from Sergio Piero and Bleach Anime Associate Producer. Bankai!
Hello everyone, I'm Miwa from Studio Pierrot, Bleach Anime Japan license team. Please enjoy the show.
Yes. Okay, everybody, I'm handing things over to Suzuki-san now. You will all be very nice, right? Yes. So take it away. They're going to be discussing how the anime is involved with the game. You know a little bit.
I can tell, like, people are, like, not interested. It's another arena fighter.
先ほどですね、ブリーチとしては、久しぶりの、そして最新のコンソールゲーム、ブリーチリバースオブソウルスの、
Come on, Treasure's not doing anything. Give us Bleach DS3.
So, we just announced a new Bleach game, Bleach Rebirth of Souls. How did you guys like that video?
Thank you. このゲームですね、まず僕の方から簡単に紹介できればと思っているんですけれども、このゲームまず、対戦アクションで、ブリーチの久しぶりのコンソールゲームでジャンルが対戦アクションになっています。で、プラットフォームの方がプレイステーション5、そして、Xbox シリーズ XS、そしてプレイステーション4、そして、Steam で遊べるゲームになっています。
Yes, I'd like to share a few details about this game. The newest Bleach title, Bleach console game, is a fighting action game available on the platform shown on screen. There we go.
で、今回なんですけれども、ブリーチを、対戦アクションゲームに落とし込むために、コンセプトとして、ね、逆転体験っていうのをこのゲームの、軸にしています。というのも、ブリーチ、いろんな本当に魅力があるんですけれども、その中でもやはりバトルにおいては、一撃ですね、刀で、行う一撃っていうのが戦いの趨勢を左右したりとか、大きく左右したりとか、それこそ、挽回して、逆転していくっていうところがバトルとして非常に、熱い部分だなと思っていますので、そこを、ゲームで落とし込めるように、そんな、ゲームのシステムを組んでいたりします。
So one of the biggest concepts for this Bleach game is the reversal experience. Rebirth of Souls will allow for experiences like a single blow turning the tide of battle, or coming back from the brink of defeat, similar to the greatest and most heated scenes in Bleach.
はいですね、今回ゲームのポイントいくつかご紹介できればと思うんですけれども、世界線今回ブリーチの原作としてアニメ側の方々にも、来ていただいたので、ちょっと一緒に、お話をしながら、そこら辺の部分を皆さんにお伝えできればなと思います。
Yeah. So the graphics are one of the areas that we put heavy emphasis on. We wanted all the players to experience the world of Bleach while utilizing the power of the latest gaming hardware.
Yeah, but it's on PS4. What? If you're using the latest hardware, it would not be on PS4 and Series S. I call BS. Either that or the last gen versions are like really bad. It's not on Switch. I already lost interest. It's just another fighting game.
Discuss with the Piero team how they helped in the development of this game. That'll be great.
そうですね、今回アニメの千年決戦編を制作するにあたって結構過去の設定から色彩設計を変えている部分がありまして、今回のゲームに関しましてもその千年決戦編を準拠していただいて作っていただきました。でゲームの最新技術も相まって、ブリーチらしい今のブリーチになっているかなと思っております。
So let's see. In the new Thousand-Year Blood War arc, we've changed the color design drastically from past anime series. So for the Rebirth of Souls, we based the color in that game with the color design in Thousand-Year Blood War. This combined with current generation gaming power, I think people will truly appreciate the Bleach experience this game will have to offer.
はい、そうですね。今フリークさんの方からもお話しいただいた通りで、やっ
ぱり色味はもちろんのこと、このゲームのグラフィックですね、本当に演出だったりとかキャラクターの動きに至るまでスタイリッシュでかっこいい作品になっているので、ゲームをそこにどう近づけていくか、そういう体験ができるかというところは本当にアニメ側の皆さんにもアドバイスいただきながら、確認いただきながら作ってたかなというふうに、はい、思います。
Yeah, that's totally true. When coming up with the visuals for this game title, we've heavily consulted their team in order to create a genuine and stylish Bleach experience.
さらにですね、背景等に関しても今回3D のキャラクターがもう気持ちよく動かせるということで、そういったところの表現がより楽しくできるようにということもこの場で楽しくお話ししていたかなと思っています。
Yeah, I remember talking about how we could create an immersive background so that the 3D characters that are in the foreground will look much better.
そうですね、そういうふうに作り上げて、この今、画面の方にも映っているようなゲームのグラフィックになっているんですけど、皆さんは実際どうなんですかね、どんな感想を持ったのかなというと、ちょっと聞いていただきたいんですけど。はい。
So how did you guys feel about how the game looked in the video?
Not very impressed. You know you had to meet your quota.
すごい見て、初めて見た時もすごい感動してかっこいいなと思いました。で、実は
You need another anime throwaway arena fighter every year, or else Bamco will go bankrupt.
アクションにこだわりがあるなというところで、いいリアクションをいただいております。
Yeah, so when I personally saw the video, I thought it was really cool, but I thought what else was really cool was when we showed it to the anime directors, they were really impressed by what they saw. I think those who see the game in action will be able to feel all the work that was put into the graphics and character movement.
はい、ありがとうございます。次ですね、ちょっともう一つゲームのポイントとして、今回ストーリーも、皆さん多分気になるところかなというふうに思いますので、ちょっとこちらについても触れていければなというふうに思っています。今回ですね、ストーリーモードにもこのゲーム力を入れてまして、特にですね、ブリーチの物語っていうのを今、まさにアニメ千年決戦編が、これまでもそしてこれからも、すごく盛り上がっていくと思うんですけれども、その、千年決戦編につながる形で、久しぶりの今回、家庭用ゲーム化というところで、そこの千年決戦に至る、それこそブリーチの初めの物語だったりとか、キャラクターたちがどう出会って、戦いを経ていったかっていうところを楽しんでいただくために、今回は、死神対抗編から、アランカル編までっていうところを非常に掘り下げて皆様に、楽しんでいただけるようなゲームに、なっているかなというふうに思います。
Yes, I'm pretty sure you guys are curious about the story, so let's talk about that. Since this is the first Bleach game in quite a while, we wanted to create a Bleach experience that ranges from the Substitute Soul Reaper arc to the Arrancar arc. It's safe to say we spent a lot of time on the story and the as much as the graphics almost. And you all remember he's talking to them. You all remember all those long nights of training camp, right?
そうですね。なので、本当にグラフィックもそうなんですけれども、この、お話作り、ストーリー部分についても本当に皆さんにはお力添えいただいて、それこそ大きな時間をとって合宿だったりとかもしながら、この辺り詰めさせていただいたかなというふうに思っています。
It's safe to say we spent about the same amount of energy in making the story and the graphics. Sorry for repeating, guys. You all remember all those nights of what we call training camp, right? They're talking amongst themselves. Sorry.
でもちろんファンの皆さんは、原作もアニメも双方のブリーチの世界を今まで楽しんできていただいたかなと思うんですけれども、当時のアニメはやはり原作が連載中ということもあって、この後どういう展開があるんだろうなっていうところわからない部分もありながら制作をしていたと思います。
So I'm sure people have enjoyed both the world of Bleach and the original work and in the anime, but when it came to making the anime, since the original work wasn't finished, and it was still ongoing at the time, we never knew how the story would develop.
今回のゲームでは原作が完結しているからこそしっかり描ける部分などを考慮してブリーチの物語を改めて一から楽しんでいただけるようにできているかなと思いますし、ゲームだからこそ表現できるストーリーとその中での戦いがこのゲームの魅力になっていると思います。
For Rebirth of Souls, we had the benefit of the original work being completed, which allowed us to create a genuine experience for players. Players can not only enjoy the story of Bleach from the very beginning, but they will be doing it in a video game setting, allowing for a very unique and different experience compared to anything else that came before it.
そうですね。本当に にストーリーに関しては、例えば、今画面に先ほど出ていた死神大後編などは、例えば今回
Is Bleach even still popular?
1対1で戦うシチュエーションというのが
Because when I first moved out of my parents' house, my roommates were super into Bleach. But then the anime did like 9 months of filler and they stopped watching. And then they kind of gave up on the anime. They stopped even trying. And then the manga lost popularity, and then that just kind of ended randomly too. Bleach had a really major downfall because they mishandled the anime. So it's kind of weird that they're doing this now. I guess maybe they actually went back and they finished the anime recently, so maybe there's a resurgence of interest. Yeah, my roommates were big anime fans and they got tired of all the filler. They stopped watching.
アニメチームフィオさんの方にはもちろんなんですけれども、シュエスさんの方にも、ゲーム制作上で作る上で本当にご協力いただいたかなというふうに思っています。
So yeah, Studio Pierrot has helped a lot in the development of this game, but Shueisha has also gave a big helping hand for this title.
はい、アニメの千年決戦編同様、より原作に近いブリーチを詰め込んだことができたゲームになっているかなと思います。
Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Yes, just like Thousand Year Blood War, I believe this title is really close to the original work.
久保先生も久保太斗先生にも本作の進行は少しだけ見ていただいてまして、久保先生のファンクラブアウトサイドでですね、ファンの方から家庭用のゲームって出ないんですかねっていうような質問をいただいた時なども、まだその当時は本作未公開情報だったんですけれども、先生があれ今企画確か覚えてなかったかなというふうに回答していただいたこともございました。
Yeah, Kubo Sensei has helped us a lot with this title. We had a club outside, which is Kubo Sensei's fan club. One of the fans in that club asked Kubo Sensei, is there any console game in the works right now? And of course, Kubo Sensei accidentally spilled the beans and told them, I thought something was in the works right now. Oops.
はい、なので、このゲーム、今回初出させていただいたんですけれども、実は一部の方々には家庭用ゲームがあるんじゃないかとちらほら話を、出ていたので、ちょっとドキドキしながら今日、はい、出させていただきました。
Yeah, and due to that incident, there were some rumors going around in the Bleach community of a console game coming, but now that it's announced, you don't have to worry about it.
そして、ゲーム化するにあたってストーリーの重要な部分の会話など久保先生にもご監修いただいた部分もあったりとそういうふうに久保先生からもご協力いただけているようなゲーム作品になっております。でジャンプチャンネルっていう YouTube チャンネルで配信しておりますクルービーインサイドという番組でも今後ゲームプレイを紹介する動画配信などをできればなというふうに思っていますし、アニメの千年決戦編や今回のゲームを通してこれからどんどんファンの皆さんにより深くブリーチの魅力というのを発信していければなと思っています。
Yeah, upon the decision of making this title, Kubo Sensei himself supervised very important parts of this story. So I like to think he's really looking forward to this. On the Kurubi Inside Show streaming on the Jump YouTube channel, we want to showcase gameplay and hope that in conjunction with the Thousand Year Blood War anime, we could transmit to the world all the best of what Bleach has to offer.
そしてですね、アニメとしてはですね、明日の10時に、アニメエキスポの、メインイベントホールで、アニメ千年決戦編のスペシャルな最新ニュースがございますので、会場にお越しの方はぜひパネルにお越しください。
So we are having a panel tomorrow at 10 a.m. in the main event hall, of course, at AX. So to bring you the latest Thousand Year Blood War arc news. So if you're interested in that, please join us.
Nah, man, I'm good.
はい、現在皆様に楽しんでいただくために、このゲームの開発チーム
I might have decent gameplay, but
続行をご期待いただければなと思うんですけれども、今回ですね、初期させていただいたタイミングで、X の公式アカウント
I think it's only going like a couple years into the manga, isn't it?
多分皆さんがめちゃくちゃ気になってるだろう。
So I guess it's going to be like an FF7 remake thing where like if this one does well, then they'll go farther.
このゲーム期待いただければなというふうに思います。
Yeah, so we the dev team are working our hardest to create a super enjoyable Bleach experience, so please look forward to it. With today's announcement of Rebirth of Souls, we've also opened up our social channels, official SNS accounts, so please follow us there for the latest information. We might tell you information about the character roster.
はい、そうですね。では皆様本日は、ありがとうございました。このゲームまたご期待ください。
Thank you for coming today, everybody.
Okay, everybody, don't go anywhere. Really quickly, I saw Mario and Luigi pop up, and then they were just like in the video game, just sitting down. Anyway, thank you again to Suzuki-san, Takahashi-san, Miwa-san, and Horiguchi-san. And Toshi, our amazing translator. And we obviously need to say thank you to all of you. Can we take another photo? Can we bring up all of our wonderful starlets? Let's give them one more big round of applause. Okay, everybody. Do you guys think we'll be better for this photo? We'll see. Okay, everybody, let's crowd around. Tallest in the back, so it'll probably be me. Yes, Mari-san, here we go. There we go, everybody. Okay, you all know you have the most important job. I'm going to need you all to count down, right? Okay, are we all in position? Photographer, let me know when you think we're all in. Good, everyone crouch. Okay, is that good? Okay, you guys do the countdown. You all are fantastic! One more round of applause! Everybody say bye!
Alright, well,
Bleach has to offer.
there you go, folks. I actually got some indie games to play. I know that's what you guys are all really interested in, right? But obviously I don't have a computer right now. I need to make a community post about this, but I was having some problems with emulation, meaning like BlueStacks and Switch emulation running worse. So I had to take my computer back to the shop. I talked to them on the 3rd, and they said they're like 2 or 3 computers ahead of me. So I don't know when I'll have my rig back. So I'm going to be running a channel off the Steam Deck again for probably at least the next couple days. So I'll kind of just be playing random stuff. I guess I can show a little bit of what I've been playing. Been playing Megaton Musashi. Operation Steel is pretty cool. PGR, of course. I tried Zenless Zone Zero. I got Fight Forever. Knights of Valor 3. I have some PS3 emulation stuff to do. Other than that, just random stuff. So, thanks to everyone for understanding. Hopefully this is the last time I'll have to send my computer in for a while, but my warranty was going to expire, so I kind of didn't have a choice. I tried everything I could to fix it myself, but I kind of came up blank. So, I'm going to go to the grocery store in a little bit, and then after I come back, we'll probably play some indie games and some emulators. Or maybe some Orochi Z or something. So thanks for watching, everybody. Gundam Breaker, I'll try to get my friend to let me borrow his PS5 for like the weekend. Maybe give him like $50 or something so I can try out the test, because I didn't get to participate in the previous one either. They're not doing one for PC, so